Hi team, so good to connect. So I'm recording this demo in continuation to the call which we had today, wherein we, sort of zero down upon GenAI use cases, something which could be explored to be solved for Bemonos by SwiftCell. So I'll take you through, the journeys which I've built and also, connect that to the document or the list of use cases that you want to solve through GenAI for Bemonos, right? Now, obviously our product being a customer engagement product, we'll have cases tailored more to that and will not be really into the use cases of teaching, curriculum creation and else, but other things which you have mentioned, they can be solved. Okay, so let me go into the product now. um, all right, so to start off with, as I had mentioned during the demo, in our tool you have the capability to create multi-source knowledge bases, right? So in this case, to show you this demo, the use case, I've created the knowledge base based on Bemonos website. So what I have to do is just that I have to go to add data source and add the URL. Okay, so that's what I essentially did. I added bemonos.live and it took all the other branch URLs from there and got trained on the content. Now obviously you will have a lot of scripts, content and other things which for different use cases, as we discussed, for teacher support during sessions or during when they're talking to an particular student, right? So those also can be done. You can add files, you can add text to a singular model, right? So a model can comprise of website content, text and a PDF Word file as well, right? So you get all the sources in one place. Then the content is also getting updated or refreshed, maybe on the website. In those cases, you can also set a refresh frequency for this to be updated, at a certain period, so that the answers are always fresh in terms of the changes that you might have done on your digital touch points. Okay, now we have the capability to train very large and dense databases. So in this case, 2.7 million tokens were used, around 345 pages on your website, which has been used to create this structure. Now let me show you how we can deploy this knowledge base in action. So I go to bot builder. In bot builder, I go to build a bot, choose website as the model, and then we have a block called as answer AI, which is used to reference to a certain knowledge base. You can also set instructions, you can set the settings and just go live with it, right? So let me just show you an example of this. So if you click on test this bot, any journey that you built on SwiftCell, be it for WhatsApp, be it for web chat, you can really test it out in multiple ways before you eventually deploy it. So let me click on test this bot. All right, so now let's begin. So I'll start with let's say, okay, Bemonos website. What are the various courses offered? Okay, so it gives me an answer basis the content which is there. Now our tool also has capability to remember context. So now it has given me 3 pointers. So to young creator writers program, young communicator program, and the first one was phonics. So let me just say, all right, so nice, tell me more about the second one. Right, so now you see, right, it also has context remembering capabilities. I didn't have to be about young creative writers program. Okay, so now it gives me an answer basis that. I can also add the source, mention here if you want to. I'll show you that setting as well later. Now, what are the age groups for this course? So now let me just check this out to just verify the answers which were given. So you can see, you have two like 7 to 9 and 10 to 15. So that's being reflected over here. I can ask something else as well. Let's just say, what's the curriculum? Right, so now let me change the direction of the conversation and just ask something else. How do I reach out to Bambino's team Okay, so just saying, switching off the conversation context. And now let me just take it into a different direction. Let's say Young Readers Program. All right, so can you also tell me about So I'll also, to give you that confidence, I'll like earlier verify all of this information. Young Readers Program, this is this target age groups. So 4 to 5, 6 to 7. 4 to 5, 6 to 7. This is what you have over here. Okay. And then some other things. What is its class curriculum? Right, 26 basic sounds, CVC words. Okay, so this is the same, right? So these are few examples, which I could remember, which I could sort of just get from the website for the high, frequency content which users could come and talk about, because I assume that courses would be one thing which users will ask about the most. And now, you have a lot of FAQs on the website, these kind of things. So your classes age wise. So now let me also show you, how all this conversation looks in the background. So whatever happens, you will be able to see that here before you close the conversation. So this is the whole history of that. Started with this courses. Right. Right, so other aspects of it. So, obviously AI is being trained and is answering all of these questions, but you also have the capability to change some answers, basis your inputs. Okay, to if to just fine tune the answers for the longer run, so that whenever the lead will ask something which means the similar thing, it doesn't mean that their exact question has to be the same, but whenever they ask a question, two different questions but essentially mean the same thing, then from the inputs that you give, there could be some addition to the answers which you mentioned, right? So these are the, so let's say this is one answer which was given. So if I want to add something to this, okay, I just want to say to learn more, watch this video, okay, and then I give a YouTube link for Bambino's, some video describing the products, then this can certainly be used. So just an example, and then this can be saved. I'm just discarding it at this point of time. So all the Q&A which happens, through GenAI is there, saved here for your reference. You can also see the chunks of the website pages, which are being used to create these answers. And, like I said, you can modify answers as you move forward. So how do I reach out to Bambino's team? If you want to add something else here, like a demo link, just saying, you can always do that, right? So I'm just saying that AI answers, keeps on building like a large FAQ library for you automatically, and you can with the during the course of time make changes and improve any aspect of it as you want to. Okay, so let me go back to this now. A lot of other refinements can also be done. We have seen that as you change the models, also answers have a different tone to them, right? So you can work on that. And as I was showing you, there is capability of context, right? So once the first answer is given, second answer is given, it remembers which one which let's say course or which particular curriculum is being referred, so I don't have to explicitly mention the name again. I can just say, tell me its price, and it will just understand which course I'm talking about. Okay, and you can also obviously I can enable the source also from the backend, so the answers which are given to the end users will also have the URL from where the answer is being constructed, taking them directly to those specific pages. Okay, so that's that's like the V1 of your requirements which I could see now. So this is one use case of placing it on the website. It's pretty straightforward. Go to configuration, just put your website over here, and then copy this particular content script on the backend of your website for the conversations to appear. Okay, so that's one. Now, so this is one knowledge base. Similarly, you can create different knowledge bases. Okay, so you can create one knowledge base based on your PDFs and scripts to help out teachers. Okay, so that could be a teacher knowledge base, and then you can create a different bot. So this is a Gen AI bot for customer engagement. Similarly, you can create a different one for dealing with supporting teachers for certain quick questions that they could have about the courses, and they are talking to students or maybe resolving doubts during any of those parts in their journey that can be used. And like I said, our tool is multi-channel. I've shown you an example on the website, but feel free to deploy it wherever you want. So this is on the lines of what you wanted. In the same way, a lot of other things in the product which we can come to later, live chat, contact management and segmentation, entire WhatsApp capabilities are also there, right? So can also be done later if required. Team management, you can create different teams, sales teams, teachers teams, ops teams, whatever you require, and then you can add teammates to those teams and take it forward, right? So I'll send this video link. I will also be sending you the account credentials. You can test it out yourself, pose questions to me as required, and then I'm happy to help you out. All right, thank you for your time. Take care.